Good morning, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. In a few minutes, we're going to be voting on the government's budget bill. It will make life in Ontario far more expensive and unaffordable. Tax credits that help children, families and seniors are being eliminated. In fact, 92% of seniors will now pay almost double for their prescription drugs. The price of gasoline, home heating fuel, fees for drivers and vehicles, camping in provincial parks, fishing and hunting licenses, event permits, all going up, Speaker. But job forecasts are going down. Last year, the government projected 93,000 jobs would be created this year. Now, they're cutting their forecast by 15,000 jobs. Speaker, does the Premier realize that all of the added costs in this budget will reduce disposable income, depress spending, and cut jobs?
Thank you.
Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, we are going to be doing a vote on the budget bill, a budget that's the most progressive we've had in so many years, Mr. Speaker, that invests in our economy, an economy that is now outpacing and growing and leading Canada, an economy that's creating more jobs than ever before. We have a lower unemployment than the national average, Mr. Speaker. This is a budget that invests in infrastructure, a budget that invests and participates with business to maintain a very dynamic and competitive climate, a budget that invests in our people, in our young people. We're providing a tuition that's going to enable more people, more young people, to access post-secondary for free, Mr. Speaker. This is a budget that provides Social Security, retirement security.
The member from Hamilton East, Stony Creek, can hide his voice, but I still hear it. Please.
Mr. Speaker, this is a budget that makes and enables Ontarians to be more competitive, and it's a long-term vision. The people opposite.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Back to the Premier. The Liberals have made Ontario the most indebted subnational government on the planet. It took 137 years for this province to reach a debt of $139 billion when this government took office. But it only took them a dozen years, Speaker, to double that debt and now send it to $308 billion this year. That means we will be paying almost $1 billion every month just in interest. Their waste, mismanagement and scandals are behind every decision they made. It was never what's good for the people, Speaker. It's always what's good for the Liberal Party. That's why they cut programs for children and seniors, why they doubled the price of drugs, and why they're raising the cost of everything, Speaker. Speaker, my question is, when is the Premier going to put the people ahead of herself?
Mr. Speaker, as I was saying, the members opposite are not being progressive at all. What they are showing right now, by their very actions, is short-term thinking, and they want us to go back in time when, Mr. Speaker, we had worse conditions and less competitiveness. Mr. Speaker, our net debt to GDP ratio, which is an important measure of our ability to service debt, is actually lower than anticipated.
The member from Lanark, come to order.
Mr. Speaker, our accumulated deficit to GDP is the same today as it was 12 years ago. And, Mr. Speaker, our interest on debt, which the member opposite just made reference to, our interest on debt today is just about 8.9%. When they were in power, it was 15%. It was much higher than it is today. We are managing our debt. We are investing. We're investing in infrastructure. We're investing in our communities to make us more competitive, and our economy is growing.
Thank you.